Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3, the origin story. We are going back to the factory where we retrieved exfiltrated scientist Sokolov from earlier. Trying to meet up with Adam, so-called contact for Snake in Operation Snake Eater in Russia. Quite deserted compared to the last time we were here. AK-47, this is what we need. Soviet assault rifle, hold in first person view and shoulder aim with left L1 button, toggle semi and full auto with the triangle button in window. I need this one because I have in the two previous areas in this game, or before this area. Can I drop this down? I'm just curious. Yes, I can. Pretty funny. Alright, I must not trigger a cutscene. Now I can still backtrack to those previous areas. Because I do not have any weapon. Or ranged weapon. And there were still, I could not get to two of the collectible frogs. And I am going to get those now. Let's equip the weapon. Let's read it first. For close combat, press square button. No, that's the knife. What the hell? Oh. Soviet assault rifle, hold in first person view and shoulder view, aim with L1 button, toggle semi, full auto with triangle button in window. Alright, we already read that. Let's watch the viewer. The AK-47, a Soviet made assault rifle. Reliable, durable and highly precise. Uses 7.62 times 39 ammunition, magazine size is 30 rounds, equipped in first person view. And press the L1 button to aim from the shoulder. Open the window and press the triangle button to switch between semi-auto and full auto rifle. Alright, very nice. Here we go. So that is like so. First person view and aim down sights. And let's put it to single shot. And there's also, before triggering the cutscene here, I also need to be very aware of the frog that is in this area. Because I'm really afraid that once the cutscene triggers, there is not really any way to get back anymore. So maybe if I can already explore the little area over here. I'm not sure where the cutscene will trigger. I think probably near the gate at the back. Somehow I remember that somebody will come along on a motorcycle and crash through that gate at the back. Probably that's where the cutscene triggers, but I'm not sure. But let's just be mindful, or already scout it out a bit. Because it would be so amazing if I get all the keratons. But I really don't see them. There are so many nooks and crannies where they could be. First then, let's just get the ones in the previous levels, and then afterwards try to go as systematically and safely through this area as possible, and try to observe as much as possible without going too far into this area, and hopefully as such prevent the trigger of a cutscene. Come on, frog, where are you? I really like this collectible hunting. It's super stupid, I know, but probably I am just a bit stupid, or a bit much stupid. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's not in our view here. It could be in the area below the factory over there. That is our next bet when we get back here. But for now, let's also get the frogs in the previous area. And keep our eyes open here. They can be everywhere. One thing I forgot to check out, how many bullets do I have? 91. That's actually pretty nice. Alright, there's a dude over there. The problem, of course, with the weapon I'm carrying here is that it will immediately alert people to my position. So I'm not really sure how to go about it. What I could, yeah, that's the problem. They will immediately run to my position. Unless I can equip a silencer, but I don't think that's possible. No, it's not possible. The frog is sitting over there. What I could try, I know what I will do. I will take out the guy over there and then shoot the frog all the way from the other side. Let's get some camo going. I think it was 85 before, or 80. By the way, it's so funny that I could just cut the ropes of this bridge and the guy just fell down. It was amazing. Right, there he goes. This is my chance. Oh shit, come on, Snake. Other side. Ah shit. Alright. At least I have a plan. Here we go. I'm not really sure how much noise I make while running about. I do see now for the first time that my stamina is quite low. Let's eat something. What do we have set to be edible? Let's eat it.
Disgusting.
Alright. Let's eat a Yabloko Moloko.
Not so great.
Alright, but it did fill up the stamina bar, so I'm fine with it. Right, let's just take it easy. The sound design is also like great, so immersive. Check out that river, looks pretty good. For a 16-year-old game. Can you imagine 16 years old? I really dare to say that it's still my favorite game of all time. It simply is. Can we do a bit more? Nope. God damn it! Snake. Alright, last time. 3 times a charm is what I've always been told. Sorry guys, I know I'm screwing it up. I can probably get it all done way quicker and more efficient. Also just me learning the ropes. Oh, come on Snake. Oh shit, wrong side, wrong direction. Just also me getting a bit of a feel for the AI.
Huh?
Nice. Alright. The idea now is to shoot the frog. Let's get down there. And there it is. Let's equip. Holy shit. Right, I got it, pretty sure. So that worked. And now let's get the hell out of here. Let's shake this guy down. And another time. Nothing. Bummer. Here we go. I'm not sure why Snake suddenly is so hungry. It's probably because I think he fell off the ledge of the bridge. That's had an impact on his stamina. Right, so we have a dude over there. And that's the guy I need to take out, I'm pretty sure. So let's take out that guy, then I will climb the tree. Holy shit.
Huh?
And I will shoot.
What's that sound? I think I saw something.
God damn it.
Who was that?
God damn it. Alright, I will take him out. Hopefully, if it works, I will get on the tree. Besides him. just try a bit more aggressive approach.
Huh?
Like so. Is there a guy off? Yeah, shit, there's a guy off there as well.
Huh?
Holy shit, they are pretty twitchy. Let's try that again. I just need to be a bit more confident with the sounds and the speed and stuff like that.
Huh? Speak. Speak.
What the hell? To throw it down. That didn't work. Let's try that again. This is good practice. I mean, it has been really like years since I played this game for the last time.
Huh?
Right. Probably that last couple of meters I really have to use the D-pad to walk, because and that makes you walk really slowly and silently. Like so. Problem is then you're hardly gaining. Alright, there's one guy down. Yes, I think that the D-pad mechanic is much better indeed. And let's try that again. Slowly but steady. There we go. Let's get up here. And let's equip the AK. Like so. And like so. And shoot it. And let's get the hell out of here. Right, where is that other dude going? Holy shit. Was looking my direction. Do I need to check anything out over there? No, I will just go. I don't think there will be cool stuff. You never know. Last time I overlooked like a thermal goggles and a sniper rifle, so it could very well be that I'm overlooking stuff, but right, let's also shit. I saw a guy walking on the bridge. I thought that was the only guy here, but apparently now there are more. But last time I overlooked like thermal goggles and here, now there are only like, now there's only one guy, so that's probably because there was like a caution state, I think. So I will just leave him be. That gives me a bit more time if I just sneak around him, instead of me being worried that he, if I smack him down, I will only be worried that he will get back up. So let's do it nice and quietly. Nice and quiet she goes. There he is. Anyways, I saw like one guy on the bridge, and then apparently before I the last try here, apparently there were like two guys on the bridge and this guy over here also still roaming about. But I was actually looking forward to cutting a couple of more of these ropes on this bridge, having them tumble down to into the river, which is actually not like a death warrant, because Snake himself fell off this bridge as well, and he survived with a couple of broken bones, but he did survive. Right, I am going to take the goodies that are down below over there, so let's see what the pattern is of this guy that's walking around over here. Let's see what his patrol pattern is. I think I do have to take him out. Because I think he's only walking like up and down over there. Let's just get down up over here. Come on, Snake. Stay down. There he goes. My question is, if I take him out, will he be out long enough for me to take those items? I do think so, by the way. Yeah, let's just take him out. There he goes. And here the... Holy shit, that's the stomach of Snake. Here comes the killer of the jungle. You have to feel sorry for these guys, to be honest.
Speak.
Alright, but at least we're not killing them all. I think we are still at 0 kills, that's good. And here are goodies, always nice. Medicine, uniform range rope, smoke grenade, nice. Slowly but surely the mechanics are coming back. This amazing game. Alright, now we get back to the factory and... Oh, by the way, let's see what this guy has on him. Grenades, they all have grenades. Now we get back to the factory and the ID is... the color tone as well, like this moss on the tree bark. It's all so very nice. The whole color tone of this game is amazing, I must say. Modern games are often way too oversaturated. This is like 16-year-old technology and still it looks realistic in my book. It's a bit of a mix between like a comic book style, but a realistic comic book style. And that somehow gives it overall really quite a realistic flavor in my book. Alright, we really need to eat something. For sure, by the way, because I think there's a fight coming up. So let's get some food. I think I saw an apple over here. Or did I? Not much food over here. Yeah. Also so funny that sounds. The thing is, if there a fight will be coming up, I really can use all the stamina. yeah, all the stamina I can get will be useful, I guess. Yes, there he is. Here we go. How are we tackling them? I will just shoot it. Very nice. So, thank you very much. I think we still have a 100% record. Let's get down here and see if there's anything to eat. Yes, there's something over there. How in the holy hell do I get up there? Ah, that's the action button. Good to know. A box. Very nice. Very Metal Gear-like. God damn it. Because of this game, I'm really going to get like sleep deprivation. I really cannot put it down. Let's read the cardboard box description. Here we go. Cardboard box A, equipped to wear, says to the weapons lab, East Wing on the side. That can come in handy later on, I'm pretty sure. Let's not equip it now. Let's keep everything as light as possible. Binoculars unequip. No, equip. Cigar unequip. Fake death pill. Still not sure about this one. Spina pill developed by the CIA can fake death temporarily. Use with X button in window. I will try it. I've never used it once while playing this game, or maybe just to test it out, but not in an actual scenario with enemies nearby. So I will for sure use that going forwards. For now, stun grenades. Let's just all lose them. This mic as well. Let's get the stamina decrease as low as possible. And let's get some tips and hints. And then I will go down below. Or we can do that now. By the way, can we open up lockers in the game? I don't think we can, right? No, doesn't seem we can. Before getting his tips on the codec, let's see if there are still rats and snakes about. Yes, there are. I'm really sorry, rats, but this is... it is what it is. Survival modus. Otherwise I would really have kept you and pet you and be nice to you as I am to all animals. But this is really a life-death scenario, rat. I'm sorry. And a bit of snake. Thank you very much. Sorry, rat. And that was about it. Alright, let's go on our, like this posture. That's actually what Snake also does in the cutscenes when using the codec. But before using the codec, let's get some tips.
You've arrived at the factory, I see.
Yeah, now to meet up with this Adam guy.
Good. Go to it.
So where is he?
We weren't given an exact location.
How about a time?
Nothing was specified.
A physical description?
I'm not sure.
How am I supposed to find him then?
You won't need to.
Huh?
He'll find you. Why don't you try the room to the northeast where you met Sokolov? Adam might be in there.
Alright, so that will trigger the cutscene. That's good to know. So then I can explore a bit around it.
Adam is a
hidden
spy
stuff.
sent by the KGB to infiltrate Volgin's ranks. You'll need to be extremely careful in how you approach him.
Obviously. He can't let Volgin know he's meeting me.
That's right. Adam won't show up if you're being pursued by the enemy. Before you go to rendezvous with Adam, make sure you haven't been seen by the enemy. Meet up with him in normal phase. Got it?
Alright, making a note. KGB spy. Infiltrating Volgin's ranks. That's actually pretty useful info, or relevant info, I think. For the summary, I probably will write up after I finished 8 Metal Gear, all the official games.
Snake, did you find food?
Yeah,
You sound happy.
I am.
Do you know how to eat it? Then let me explain. To eat food, press the start button to enter the survival.
Ah, you can also throw food at enemies. It's so funny.
Thanks to last week's nuclear incident, the Soviet Union is now on secondary alert. We're one step away from a nuclear war.
DEFCON 2, huh?
In American parlance, yes. From what Western intelligence has been able to gather, the radical elements in the Soviet command are showing signs of impatience. They say we're on the brink of World War III here. And with Khrushchev's position getting weaker every day, I worry whether he'll be able to hold them back.
1 week.
Yes, America must eliminate the boss by its own hand to prove its innocence. There is no other way to resolve the crisis. Everything rests on your shoulders, Snake. Failure is not an option.
I know.
Alright, 1 second. It's not... I made a note. Catch the boss. But it is actually... it is actually, sorry, almost done. Kill boss, not catch. Almost done. Kill the boss. And I also wanted to say the USSR at DEFCON 2. Alright. Sorry about that.
The Soviet intelligence community must be up in arms about the boss's defection. The great Voyevoda has abandoned America and embraced the Soviet Union.
Voyevoda?
Apparently, that's what they call the boss behind the Iron Curtain. It means warrior or mighty soldier in Russian. When used to refer to a woman, it means something close to Lady Knight. In Russia, where they've had a number of female emperors throughout their history, it's a term of great respect. Well, poetic in a way. The boss's exploits have made her name famous in the East as well.
Major, why
Quite
did the
some-
boss defect?
I don't know,
Relevant
but I will tell you
information.
this. America is all too eager to get rid of her.
What do you mean?
She knows too many of our secrets. If she were to relay all the top secret information she knows to the Soviet bloc, it would put us at a severe disadvantage. It might even lead to the downfall of the West. Even if we survive, the boss is still too much of a hero to us. With her in the Soviet camp, we'd suffer a fatal loss of morale at home. There are even whispers that some of the less stalwart elements of the military might follow her example and defect themselves. I assume you're aware that since your last mission, several key figures within the CIA have been placed under house arrest.
Yeah,
The loss of the boss has been a painful one indeed.
what about you?
Me? I still can't believe it. As a comrade, I would have placed my trust in her before my own family. But now that I think about it, the boss always seemed to have an aura of mystery about her. I never would have expected it to manifest in this way, though. Oh, well, it won't do to get all misty-eyed about it. She's an enemy now, worthy of nothing more than our contempt.
Understood.
1 second. Have to make one other note. Also, CIA people placed under house arrest and boss. Even if issue resolved. Boss as hero defected, major blow to US morale, hence needs elimination taken out of the stage. I think that's a pretty relevant consideration as well. It's not only to prove innocence, to prove innocence US, but also, so it's not only to prove the innocence of the US that the boss needs to be taken out, but it's also, even if the standoff will be resolved, boss as a hero defected will be a major blow to US morale, hence needs to be taken off the stage. So it's, yeah, it's there are multiple interests within the US for taking her out now.
Snake, let's go over the controls for CQC one more time. Press the CQC button once to throw a punch. Press it repeatedly to launch a combo attack. CQC doesn't really start to shine, however, until you grab an enemy. Press and hold the CQC button to extend your right hand and grab the enemy. Move the left stick at the same time and you can knock the enemy to the ground. If you don't move the left stick, you can get behind the enemy and hold him prisoner. When you're holding an enemy from behind, he'll be almost completely helpless. From there are a number of things you can do. By pressing the CQC button again firmly, you can slit his throat using your knife. By moving the left stick along with the CQC button, you can knock him to the ground. You can also choke the enemy by tapping the CQC button rapidly. You can either render him unconscious or kill him outright. It's up to you. If you keep the CQC button pressed, you can use the left stick to move around with the enemy in your grip. You can also press the weapon button to use the weapon you have equipped. The enemy will be hesitant to attack as long as you're using one of their comrades as a human shield. Use that moment of hesitation to attack in first-person view. By pressing in and holding the left stick, you can interrogate the enemy. You might be surprised at the things you can learn. But stay alert. While the enemy is nearly helpless in your grasp, if you give him a chance, he'll turn the tables on you. You can only grab an enemy using CQC when you're using a weapon that will allow you to reach out with your right hand, such as the survival knife, a handgun, or your bare hands. You can't grab the enemy when using weapons that take both hands to use, such as assault rifles, or that prevent you from controlling the enemy with your right hand, like hand grenades. In short, you can't use CQC when equipped with assault rifles or hand grenades. You can tell whether a weapon is compatible with CQC or not by looking at its icon.
Very nice. It was really weird. There was like this sentence read out in this section, or this little tip monologue, which sounded like a completely different person than the one that is normally voicing Major Zero. Maybe he was like, they were like, oh shit, we missed that sentence, and that voice actor was not available at that time or something. I don't know. But this is all quite some relevant
Snake,
information.
camouflage uniforms alone are not enough.
Known.
You'll need to put on face paint as well.
But it's also the power of repetition. Get it really marked in my head. But I think now we are getting to the generic comments of Major Zero. The main things about the lore and the boss, reasons for taking her out and stuff, we got already earlier in his convos. But that's all very relevant. It's also a very nice mechanic. You can really listen to them at your own moment. So you can also totally miss all this information. And that's what makes it more worthwhile, or to actually find valuable or hear valuable lore and information, because you could just as well have missed it. That makes it like extra nice touch, I would say, compared to something that every player will, no matter what, be forced upon to hear about. Or my grammar is not super, but I hope I'm making myself a little bit clear. It's just like, it is voluntarily, and that gives a certain amount of flexibility and freedom, whatever the player wants. But if you're then also look for relevant information, you want to get the complete lore, then it actually that voluntary non-mandatory nature then makes actually finding relevant information extra nice, so to say, at least for
Snake,
me.
camouflage and face paint alone won't make you blend in completely. In addition to the camouflage itself, your physical position is a crucial dynamic you should keep in mind. Snake, when your stamina gets low, it negatively affects your physical abilities. You've got to replenish your stamina before it runs out.
The gauge below your life gauge is your stamina gauge. It shows, as the name suggests, your remaining stamina. As you consume stamina, your natural life regeneration is slowed and your hands shake more. Your O2 gauge and grip gauge also become shorter. Excessively low stamina can often impede your mission objectives. Make sure you replenish stamina before that occurs. Eat food to recover stamina. Capture plants and animals to get food. I have information on the local plants and animals, so don't hesitate to ask.
Your actions can lower your stamina. The more demanding the activity, the more stamina consumed.
Exactly. Walking slowly will conserve stamina, while actions like rolling, crawling, and stalking consume large amounts of it. Try your best to avoid unnecessary actions in order to conserve stamina.
Almost done.
Snake, in order to carry out the mission without being spotted, you must learn to detect an approaching enemy well ahead of time. Press the first-person view button and use the first-person view to constantly check your surroundings as you proceed. You can use an equipped weapon during first-person view. This is called a first-person view attack. When using first-person view attack, you can direct your line of fire up, down, left, or right.
Alright, let's keep it at that with Nature Zero.
I see
Let's
you
do
caught yourself
paramedic
a
one
rat.
time.
The rats in that area are the descendants of wild Norway rats that were domesticated by humans as pets and lab animals. They're not poisonous, and I don't think they'll attack you, but they're quick little creatures, so you might have a hard time catching one.
Uh-huh. So how do they taste?
Snake,
What?
they're rats.
I know what they are. Do they taste okay?
The guide says they're not that bad.
Good enough for me.
Ugh.
So funny.
The Davy Crockett's that the boss took with her when she defected are mortars that fire nuclear warheads. They're named after Davy Crockett, the hero who died defending the Alamo in the Texan War of Independence.
Remember the Alamo.
That's right. The warheads are equivalent to between 10 and 20 tons of TNT. Every building within 150 yards of the hypocenter is completely obliterated. But the warheads the boss had with her were some kind of experimental super bomb. So they're actually even more powerful than that. I don't even want to think about what would happen if she used it again. Snake, you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, one moment. I am making a small correction. I think I misspelled Davy Crockett. 1 second. Almost there. Alright, so it's Davy. I had it EY at the end, and it's only Y at the end. I see that correctly. Let's double check. Sorry, I'm also doing this playthrough a bit. Yeah, it's also a whole research thing for me, or at least really trying to have this whole story finally for one time fully sink in. It never, I always was really taken away by the story, but I never really had the feeling that it really sank in with me, and this is also one of the objectives of this whole playthrough. And there's one other thing I wanted to see. It says that the Davy Crockett is a mortar, but I would say that a mortar is like a different weapon than like a bazooka fired nuclear warheads. One second. A mortar is usually a simple, lightweight, man-portable, muzzle-loaded weapon. So it's muzzle-loaded, consisting of a smooth-bore metal tube fixed to a base plate. With a lightweight bipod, they launch explosive shells, technically called bombs, in high-arching ballistic trajectories. Mortars are typically used as indirect fire weapons for close supports. Stokes. Mortar carrier. Gun mortars. Breech loaded mortars. Alright, I still don't really have the... I will do that later, but the feeling and the idea that I know what a mortar is. Well, what's the difference between a bazooka and a mortar, so to say? That Davy Crockett really looked more like a bazooka to me than a mortar. Maybe a bazooka is a portable mortar, I don't know. But 1 second, I will write it down because I will forget. Alright, and now let's listen 2 more things of Sigint and then save, and then we continue the mission, and a cutscene will come up, I'm pretty sure.
Ah, you're using the survival knife.
Yeah, this thing provides me with all the bare essentials I need to survive in the field.
Hey, wait. What'd you do with the knife I made you? That was a work of art. It had matches and fish hooks and thread and stuff in the grip.
Sorry to have to tell you this, but that thing is useless in a fight.
No way. Really?
Yeah, when the grip is hollowed out like that, there's not as much space to stabilize the blade. So the joint between the blade and the grip is weaker. That makes it easier to break.
I get it. You're right. With your knife, you don't have to worry about it breaking no matter how much you swing it around. So the important thing is durability. Man, I gotta write this stuff down. Next time, I'll make it so the matches and fish hooks go in the sheath instead.
Good thinking, Sigint.
Wearing black face paint, huh? Painting your face with black paint should give you a high rate of camouflage in dark areas.
Man, also these like almost interactable dialogue comments, like interacting with the actual situation at hand, like what Snake is wearing or what kind of animals he has in his backpack, really makes it feel like a non computerized preset audio recording. It's more like a natural flowing conversation based on what is actually happening in game. Of course, it is still a computerized preset comments they make, but they do it really in a way that it feels like more natural than actually a game. So again, hats off. Let's save the game, and probably we also have to hear about a movie.
You want
or
to
something.
save? Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
Alright, no movies, that's fine. Here we go. We go back into the game. So, going into the room over there will trigger the cutscene. That's pretty sure, I guess. So, let's quickly check it out over here. Is there anything that anybody... Oh yeah, one thing I forgot. Keep on forgetting. We have to eat.
Disgusting. Not so great.
Alright, that sounds about right. By the way, that food, does it have a viewer? Yes, and also description. Man, there's so much content. Rat, a type of wild brown rat bred by humans as pets and lab animals. Tried it, not half bad. Reticulated python, the longest snake in the world, not venomous, native to Southeast Asia. Not eaten yet, said to be fairly tasty. Alright, in the previous episode there was also this, in a previous episode, there was this little note on another snake which was native to, I think, South America or something. And I was like, right, then what is it doing in Russia, where the game takes place? But I think that being native somewhere doesn't necessarily mean that is their only habitat. That is probably where they originate from, but that doesn't mean they couldn't have spread out to other locations over the globe as well. So I take my words back at that little comment I made about how that could be. Native in South America, but present in Russia. I think that is just, on second thought, totally possible. Alright, let's... No, one more thing. I wanted to say let's continue, but let's look at this pretty cool red. And again, this is a game of 16 years old. The detail is quite amazing. Of course, it is a bit blocky and there's not that many polygons, but man, for me it surely sells the illusion, everything taken together. Check out how badass Snake looks with that black face paint. Not at all that I want to imply something with for instance all the modern nowadays 2020 discussions on politics and racism and everything. I didn't want to imply anything regarding... what's this? A new face, very nice. I didn't want to imply... you see, in the previous time we were here in the episode of a virtuous mission, I always also looked around here, like I remembered from when I played it years back that there was something here, but there wasn't anything the previous time we were here, like a couple episodes ago, but now there is, so I was remembering it correctly, I think. Anyway, I was not implying anything with like the whole discussions on diversity, racism, with regarding Snake looking badass in the black face paint. I was not referring to blackface or anything like that. But I just find that he looks pretty badass, like a commando dude. Oh. Alright, so we have also a grip gauge, you see, and while hanging you see that the stamina actually drops quite rapidly. Let's just get down here. And let's pick up this. Mine detector. Man, there are actually quite some relevant items lying about. It's not like in modern games it's really spoon-fed to you. And here you can just as well miss really relevant items like these. Pretty cool. I wonder whether if you miss them, whether the game then automatically places them further along for a second time for you to find them. I wonder. Make sound upon detection of claymores on the ground. Equipped to use, consumes battery power while used. Alright, very cool. Very cool. So that almost makes me think what else could be here, but I think I went through it quite thoroughly. But again, also those really cool little things like that zombie face paint. I find it a bit too gimmicky, but all that stuff really makes you want to explore all the nooks and crannies. And that's also what this game does so well in my view. It also gives a sense of, I wouldn't say coziness, but really like just simply having fun messing about in the world. It's not as elaborate and as many mechanics as MGS5 and the open world, but it's so much more tight and balanced out experience. It's a really balanced and super fun experience in my book. Maybe I'm over positivizing it, or I wouldn't say romanticizing it, but yeah, I'm just totally a major fan of this game, and I'm only at the very start of the game. Although I really like this section over here, and I again super like it. Hello, people. All right, here we go. Anybody? Hello, hello. Before the cutscene triggers, is there anything here, peoples? Can I do something? Burnt papers. Ah, there we have like this ledge below the bed. I would say there is not that much here. Ah, you can actually interact with lockers. Nice. Thermal goggles. Again, like I almost find it by coincidence. I was almost not pressing the triangle button to try and open it because the locker besides it didn't open. Luckily I did. Thermal goggles. Visualizes heat source distribution, allows one to see in the dark, consumes battery power while used. I think I actually already found thermal goggles before, but maybe that was in Operation Virtuous Mission. And either I have, and it didn't carry over to the Snake Eater mission now. Probably that's it. Or I have 2 thermal goggles now. I cannot imagine. Nope, I have only 1. Right, let's trigger the cutscene. Let's meet. I will not spoil it, but I think we will be meeting a new character. Here we go. Probably time for me to take some new notes. Some more information coming up.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down! There is your The name's Eva.
If you press R1, you look at her boobs. Let's see what happens if I...
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
Nice. Tranquilizer.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
Good thinking, Snake.
Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you. I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Alright, what did they say? Quit the game or only save the game? So, save and quit, he said, but I will not quit. I will only save. Here we go. And that's probably because the boss fight is coming up. What the hell is that? A radio.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
Crew.
We've got company. It's the Ocelot unit. Let's get out of here. Hurry. Don't forget your gear. Here,
so that's not
give me a hand.
crew, I guess. Or is it? If I pressed R1, Snake immediately stared at her boobs again. So funny. You really could not do that in a modern game.
We can
Man,
use
how
this to get
things
to the
have
basement.
changed in only 16 years.
Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy. Huh?
Don't go dying on me now.
Oh, hitting the timer.
Move! Move!
Alright, what is my plan over here? enemy 10. What does that mean? Holy shit. Alright, I'm not too sure what this is all about. Damn it. Why can't Snake also get through there? Ah, he can. Very nice.
Move!
Alright, let's see what the actual objective is over here.
It appears you've been completely surrounded.
Yeah, so I gathered.
True.
If Eva is to escape from there,
Right. I'll have to take them all out.
Snake, you must defeat all the ocelots. That's the only way to ensure Eva's safe escape, as well as your own. But you're up against a lot of them. Don't try to take them head on. Approach them without being seen and dispatch them one by one. And don't forget to use your camouflage.
Alright. One second. Alright, made another note, guys. We're hitting the timer, the episode duration, so we'll continue in the next one. Hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget, always do